A North Iowa building goes up in flames, possibly sending chemicals into the air. Folks across our area are in the midst of a blizzard at the same time. The latest as both situations impact North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We will go to our chief meteorologist, Adam Frederick, in just a moment. First, though, tonight, residents of Northwood are now returning home.
Yeah, earlier today, they were forced out because of a fire at a facility that contained fertilizer. But around 3 this afternoon, air quality checks showed that things are safe enough for folks to return.
And again, the all clear was given shortly after 3 for people to return home. Now, like the mayor said, the community center was used for triage and shelter for several nursing home residents. Nurses checked people out to make sure nobody was having any respiratory problems. They say breathing in the chemicals can be very dangerous, so they were making sure everybody felt okay. They also had nursing home staff taking care of the elderly, making sure they had their medications. People have also been going to Mercy Medical Center, North Iowa, in Mason City for medical attention today. Now, we've been looking into the background of that facility that caught fire. Of course, most of our viewing area seeing large amounts of heavy snow moving in as this blizzard approaches.
What a day. Our Storm Team 3 meteorologists have been on top of the dangerous situation since there were indications that it would happen. For the latest on that, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Adam Frederick in the Storm Team 3 Storm Center. Adam, what's going on now?
A little over a month ago, authorities in Northwood found a toddler wandering the street. Today, it happened again. We'll have the latest on that in just a moment. First, though, tonight we want to welcome you to Mason City. We are live, RAGBRAI, Wednesday of RAGBRAI, quickly becoming known as the best hump day ever. That's because 20,000 in estimated cyclists are piling into town, thousands of supporters as well. They had a 40-mile journey from Forest City this morning, came through Clear Lake and Ventura to get here.
Yeah, it's been a fun day for all those towns across North Iowa, and now the route takes them right behind us here in Mason City. And the fun is yet to come yet tonight with Warrant on stage. We're hearing some sound checks going on, and then Brett Michaels a little bit later on as well. And again, thousands of bicyclists out there, including Sarah Danick, who joins us now live from the campgrounds. Sarah, how are you feeling after a couple days of this biking?
All right, Sarah, thank you very much. Big adventure for Sarah and Ryan to be on the road for 3 days. We want to let you know that on our website, KIMT.com, we're posting a lot of the photos and the videos that they've been taking. Pretty much a diary they've been doing all along the way. It's been pretty impressive.
Hats off to them, too.
Absolutely.
Doing a great job.
Absolutely, and they're getting quite a tan, too. You may have noticed that. That's because the sun has been shining for 3 days now of RAGBRAI. One thing everybody, when you have a big bike ride, wants is good weather, and we have it today.
Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Adam Frederick, who joins us as well here along the route. Adam, what a beautiful day.
I'm ready to go. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Wow. I mean, wow. Ryan has done some ridiculous things.
He's topped it now, I think. Yeah.
I think that might be the tops. Well, you know, the tops might actually be the weather today. We begin tonight with the tight race being closely watched across the country, the battle for the open U.S. Senate seat in Iowa between Joni Ernst and Bruce Braley.
Many believe the winner of this race could tip the balance in favor of their party in the Senate. Multiple polls have shown the race neck and neck, while others show Ernst with a lead. Moving to an Iowa State Senate race in District 27, challenger Sean Dietz is looking to take Amanda Reagan's seat. For more on this, KIMT News 3's Tyler Mickelson is live in Mason City, standing by with incumbent Amanda Reagan. Polls in Minnesota close at 8. Polls in Iowa are open until 9. And of course, the weather can always impact voter turnout on Election Day. Doesn't look like that's the case in our area. Blessed with some wonderful weather.
Absolutely. I went out to the polling place, just could not believe how wonderful it really is. And for more on what it looks like and is going to look like for the last couple hours of voting, we are joined now by meteorologist Josh Worster, who's live in Mason City. Still beautiful out there, Josh? And first tonight, firefighters are on the scene of a house fire in Mitchell County this evening. It's in Toterville. So far, we don't know the extent of any damages or injuries, but we do have a reporter headed to the scene, and we'll have more information as soon as we can.
Also tonight, a man who threatened to shoot school children in North Iowa will be headed to prison. Police say the 48-year-old man from Charles City claimed he was a member of Al-Qaeda in August, which caused an increased police presence at schools in the days following his arrest. Lauren Saxon pleaded guilty to an intimidation charge and public intoxication and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. In a bizarre story out of Des Moines, a woman claims her husband assaulted her with a McChicken. 21-year-old Marvin Hill II was arrested and charged with domestic abuse assault. He initially told officers that his wife had assaulted him, waking him up holding a McChicken sandwich. Police then say he became upset and threw the sandwich at her because he doesn't like them. Officers say she had mayonnaise on her shirt and face when they talked to her.
And as we inch closer to Christmas, a lot more people are lighting up their homes with holiday decorations. We always try to do it right after Thanksgiving. And then I'm always pretty happy with how our house turns out, and then I see others.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And it's almost embarrassing.
There are some great ones out and about.
Yeah,
and I'm sure yours is great, too. Well, we've been asking you to send in some of your photos of your Christmas displays so we could spread some holiday joy. And this first photo was sent to us by Amber Britton Roski. This is in Clear Lake. You can see Frosty the Snowman and maybe Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
2, 1.
Okay, that way we don't have, okay, now hold it, there you go, ready? Here we go. Okay, and now, so what's happening is, so you suddenly have, now here, try to stand up. See if you can even stand up. Can you stand up?
How's it feel?
It was very tight.
A tight seal. So it's kind of, vacuum packed, I guess, a little bit, but, we practiced it a couple of different times. Obviously, if you want to try this at home.
The state rests its case. We will have a major update of the Michael Cisneros murder trial in just a moment. First, though, tonight, much happier news. We are live in Mason City at the North Iowa Fair, where I tell you what, there is fun to be had everywhere you look right now.
There is. Even behind us, you can see the little farmers. The kids can do some interactive things, pretend they're farmers. Right now, the North Iowa Fair Queen competition, the presentation, we'll find out who the queen is very soon. There's some figure 8 races tonight, lots of things going on even all the way through the weekend. Lots of fun to be had.
There is, and we couldn't ask for a better day for it, although we did ask, and it delivered, and also delivering was our chief meteorologist, Adam Frederick, who is also joining us out here at the fair. Adam, what can you say about this?
Thank you very much, Raquel. We're having a great time. Just talked to a family who says they've spent 4 hours at the fair. So there's a lot to do. Balloon artists.
Yes, balloon animals.
Yes, you make anything you want.
I can make a snake. That's about it.
Can you really?
I can.
Wow.
I know.
You just see this.
Took a lot of training.
Face painters. Little Farmers is open until 8. There's a band in the beer garden tonight. That goes until 11, so lots to do.
Of course, figure 8 racing is coming up tonight. That's going to be one of my favorite events. And there's a Lego competition as well that anyone can judge. So as you can tell, a lot going on, much to see and do. And as with any fair, there are some very impressive animals on display. We checked in with some local 4-H kids who are getting ready for some competition. And KIMT News 3's Dee Dee Stephen has that story for us. Welcome back. You are joining us live at the North Iowa Fair in Mason City. Joining me now is John Scholender from ISU Extension, and you are here to discuss some of probably the main reason for having a fair, if you think of from a historical perspective, and that's to show off some of the livestock.
And resist me, and resist me. Now, am I pushing down hard?
Yeah.
Am I pushing down hard?
Yes,
now relax, and over you go.
And plug that up. There we go. Hold it, hold it.
That's hot.
That one went pretty well. What do you think?
Joining me now is political analyst Dr. Eric Shores, and he's here to talk about some of the top Minnesota races. Thank you for coming in today.
Always good to be here.
Well, Ernst and Braley, that's the big race. A lot of eyes are watching that tonight. How about the U.S. Senate seat in Minnesota as well?
There's going to be much more drama in Iowa tonight than there will be in Minnesota. There's a lot of safe seats, and I think you'll see Senator Franken win comfortably. I think you'll see Governor Dayton win by a lesser margin than Franken will win in his Senate race.
Moving on to a few more races that we will be covering tonight. In Minnesota, the gubernatorial race is between incumbent Mark Dayton and Republican challenger Jeff Johnson. Now, if Dayton wins, this will be his second term in office. Another seat up for grabs in Minnesota's 1st congressional district. Incumbent Tim Walz is running for his 5th term in Congress. Republican challenger there, Jim Hagedorn. Coming up, we're taking a brief break from the election as a whistleblower speaks out about what he saw when he worked for some of the country's biggest food companies.